everybody, it's Chris Besanoy, or Chris B again, from CSB Security Inc. Today we're going to be answering a question from one of our clients. It's a common question and it deals with fences. So excuse me, I'm going to go take a look. This question basically states, how far away from the facility does my fence need to be? What does Health Canada want? Okay, it's a very interesting question. It's come up a few times over the past, I would say, week or so. It's a very common question. I've fielded those questions over the past 4 years, and the answer is this. Health Canada doesn't have any requirements for fence. They don't tell you you need one. They like to see one, but they don't tell you you must have one. They definitely don't tell you how far the fence should be from your wall. They don't tell you how it should be built, how tall it should be, if it's going to have a top guard on it, if it's going to be a certain gauge of fence. They don't tell you anything like that. Where that recommendation comes from and the guidelines on how to install it, where to install it, usually comes from a consultant, somebody like myself. So, because Health Canada doesn't dictate exactly what that fence needs to look like, here are some guidelines that you can follow. The first one being, you want the fence line far enough away from your facility that somebody can't pull up a truck to your fence, can't jump over the fence, get onto your roof, and potentially get into your facility from the top. Sounds a little far-fetched, I know, but there are some reviewers that still believe that that's possible. So, you want the fence line far enough away from your facility that somebody can't jump over it and get onto your roof. You also want it far enough away from your facility that you can have maintenance. I mean, you may not pave the areas around your facility. You may have a greenhouse that has tons of grass in areas around the greenhouse itself. Maybe there's some rocks. Eventually, that shrubbery is going to grow. Eventually, weeds are going to grow, and you're going to want to cut those things down. So you're going to want to leave enough space from your facility walls to your fence line for maintenance purposes. When it comes to how tall the fence should be, that is up to you. You obviously don't want a fence that's only 4 feet tall, because anybody can I wouldn't say anybody. A basketball player could probably hurdle that. Somebody like myself probably wouldn't get very far. But the point being is you want it tall enough that somebody has to physically climb over it, which will obviously set off alarms, hopefully, if you have a fence disturbance system. If you want to put a 1 foot top barbed wire top guard on a fence, that is a very good feature to have. It doesn't matter if it faces in or out. To be honest with you, if you have a top guard that faces in, it's kind of reserved for penitentiaries. You want to keep somebody inside of a fence line. If you have it facing out, you kind of want to keep somebody from getting into the property. So you want to have that top guard face out. Usually a 1 foot barbed wire or concertina wire top guard is your best bet. Either way, to answer the question, there is no requirement. Just make sure the fence is far enough away from the walls for the video surveillance cameras, for the maintenance, for make sure that nobody can jump over it, and all that kind of fun stuff. Thanks for watching. Feel free to follow us. We answer a ton of questions from our clients. We hope this has been informative. We'll talk soon.